Hi there. So I want to say something about Jordan Peterson. Okay, Jordan Peterson is a grifter. The reason I say that is because he has been saying a lot of things about religion, faith, God, Christianity, okay? Specifically Christianity, okay? And he's been going around talking about faith, religion, morality, the significance of the religious. He's been featured on this round table, one could say, with a few other people, Guinness and even Bishop Barron, I think, right? Biblical scholars and whatnot. Heck, even this clown, Constantine Kissin, who's not even a Christian, by the way, he's an atheist. Even he has ended up on those discussions, okay, which probably tells you something. But anyway, the problem I have here with Jordan Peterson is that he's talking about Christianity, he's talking about God, he's talking about faith, specifically in context of Western culture, okay, and Western civilization, which you would expect. But the problem is this, okay? Jordan Peterson is not a Christian, okay? Heck, he's not even a theist, okay? In fact, there have been many occasions where people have posed this question, okay? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Okay, do you affirm a higher power? Or variations of those questions, okay, have been put forward. And this guy's never given a straight answer, okay? Now, I don't have a problem with that. You can believe whatever the heck you want. But the problem is, if that is the case, if you don't believe in God, if you do not affirm the divinity of Christ, okay, who gave you the right to go and speak to other people, okay, on these issues, okay? On what grounds, okay, can you make the case for, I don't know, Christianity, God, religiosity or religious society, or objective moral values which are predicated on scripture or on divine teachings, or on teachings which are divinely inspired, okay? I mean, the most ridiculous example is that debate between Peterson and his sidekick, Jonathan Peugeot, I think, right? Where they're debating these two Muslim guys, okay? I can't remember their names, and these are very serious people, okay? And he's going and talking to them, okay? Talking to Muslims about Jesus, something like that, right? I mean, first of all, this guy does not believe in God. He's not a theist, okay? And he's certainly not a Christian, okay? So who gave him the right to go and engage these people, okay? To be this, de facto representative of Christianity? Really? A guy who does not affirm the divinity of Christ. Now, look, I mean, I'll be frank here, okay? I'm not a good Christian, okay? I struggle with belief. I struggle with faith, okay? Heck, that's why this YouTube channel even exists, okay? It's about discussing these issues. But at a fundamental level, you got to affirm belief in God, okay? It's not an easy thing, it's not a simple thing, but you should have the humility to say yes. But that is not the case. In fact, this discussion on Piers Morgan, another snobbish know-it-all in my opinion, okay, where this question is posed in two ways. Do you believe in God? And followed by, do you think God exists? And for both questions, Peterson provides an evasive answer, okay? And in fact, he goes on to say that he's terrified that there could be a God, okay? Now, that is an atheistic position, okay? At best, an agnostic one, okay? It is not a pro-faith, pro-Christian view, okay? Since that is the case, how can you have these kinds of people, okay? Peterson, and in this case, in the most ridiculous example, Constantine Kissin, ending up on the biblical series discussion, okay, with these people, okay? If you want to take a very cynical view, it kind of makes sense, but this is a problem. Jordan Peterson is a grifter.